Good evening, tarot card readers of the world. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be for the Gemini North Nodes. Gemini North Node only, no other placements. I believe we are getting confused by lots and lots of tarot. It's kind of like, and a lot of tarot card readers are going to get mad at me when I say this. I am a tarot card reader myself, but we're not led to just be led by tarot. You know, there's a lot of other things as well, but mainly North Node. That's your life purpose, life path. If you don't know it, I'm not sure why you're here then. But regardless, it's kind of like drinking from puddles all over the place, random puddles, going from reader to reader, which I do this a lot. I'm in tarot all day, basically, you know, so... Anyways, it's kind of like drinking from puddles all over the place, and you're not really sure where it is that you need to really, I don't know, I guess, drink from permanently. The pre-shuffle that I did had a, this is going to be a pretty powerful read. A lot of major arcanas already popped out. Anyhow, this journey is not meant to just be stuck in tarot forever and ever and ever. One thing is for sure, you need to get your own tarot cards and read for yourself, and you won't have to rely on all these other readers so much. You guys are, in your past life, the Sagittarius North Node. You were obviously, by the looks of this as well, you are a very wise person, a preacher, teacher, pastor, some type of gifted person. Your Magician card popped out here. Your very center energy is the Ace of Wands. And of course, the Two of Swords has been an energy that came out a lot. And I believe, if I remember correctly, hold on. Right. The bottom of this deck, after I shuffled, ended on the Two of Swords. So... and holy shit, I'm not even going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to do this right here real quick. Hold on. I'm not even going to shuffle the cards. Energy's in layers, so I decided I'm going to layer these cards. Oh, wow, yeah. See, with the Ace of Wands underneath the Transformation card. The Six of Coins is underneath the Devil card. Okay. Hierophant's over top of the Three of Swords. Okay. Then we have the Magician out here again on top of the Two of Swords. The Universe is on top of the Magician card. Four of Swords on top of the King of Cups. So this is telling me that you guys are leveling up. Gemini North Nodes are leveling up. Because in your past life, you kind of went all over the place. You were everywhere. You were constantly not gaining really knowledge, but you were just... because you were always wise. You came into this world wise, much more wise than most. And so anytime you interacted with people, you're always preaching or teaching them different things. But this lifetime, you're called to more. I mean, that is a great quality to have and to share. But this lifetime, you're called to step back and listen and learn, as well as it's kind of like reciprocating, instead of it being a one-sided conversation like it's always been. And maybe this is something that you have realized has been kind of a blockage in relationships or friendships or whatever. But what you're called to in this lifetime is to listen, sit back, and gain some knowledge. Because you don't know it all. None of us ever will, right? None of us ever will. Unless we really were in a matrix, we could be plugged in and just download everything that we need to know. Now, granted, it is already done. It has already been downloaded. Everything is within you. We all seek answers outside, but really it's inside. It's inside. The answers are always inside, but you have to quiet the mind. It's not very easy these days, especially with a lot of this media that is everywhere. But this is a beautiful read, because what I'm seeing here is, because, like I've told every North Node read, even if you don't know about your North Node, you're constantly pushed towards there, which is outside of your comfort zone. And it doesn't matter how hard you try to stay here in this South Node, you're always pushed. The universe is always pushing you forward into your North Node. And that's what's happening here, is you're being pushed into this greater wisdom, this greater higher knowledge of the spiritual realm. That's why the Hierophant's here on top of the Three of Swords. And then you have the Magician on top of the Two of Swords. So the decision that you were blind to, or the things that you were tied to, you're no longer being tied to, because you are cutting those ties, so to speak. And I love seeing the Four of Swords on top of the King of Cups. And when I did the pre-shuffle on this one of my favorite decks of Tarot of Unknown, the Wisdom of the Tarot of the Unknown, it was the Three of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And you got the Ace of Wands here in the center energy. So there's something that you're being opened up to. And it's because you maybe have started to realize that if you listen to people a little bit more and stay in one place a little bit more, you will gain more knowledge to add to the wisdom that you already have, which is lovely. Beautiful thing that you are now realizing that it is more beneficial for you in this lifetime to connect with the community. The universe is on top of the Magician. I believe that there is something major happening in your Gemini North Nodes by the looks of this read. A lot of North Nodes are. They've all been really powerful, really hardcore energies. Major arcanas. The Chariot, because you're moving on from things of the past. This is the Witch's Tarot. Very reliable deck. The Magician card again. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I haven't really done that. I've only just been pulling 3 cards, but this is crazy. So then, even on top of the 6 of Coins, the 9 of Swords, this is what's been keeping you up at night, is the fact that you want to, or there's someone who's not been reciprocating, and it's in your lover's relationship, which I believe that's why the Devil card is here, with the 6 of Coins on top of that, with the 9 of Swords on top of that. So then you got the Magician card on top of the Transformation card. And that 9 of Wands energy, which has been pretty heavy. And this is lovely, because to finish your the final place that you end up. So there's 222 out now, but this is your Justice on top of the Four of Swords, coming out of that restful period. You were holding back. A lot of you Gemini North Nodes were holding back a heavy amount of love that you had for somebody or a family member, and this has been keeping you up at night. But moving into this North Node, you will be connecting more with also your family. And if you were a rambling rose or what is it? Yeah, I don't know what the saying is. If you were a rolling stone in your immediate past here, I think a lot of you are now starting to realize it's better to settle down and stick to one place, because you're able to, yes, balance. Oh, this is beautiful. See, this goes right along with that Justice. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Very intuitive card here. Obviously, we all know the full moon is in Aquarius right now, the last super moon of the year. A big fat moon showed up here. And then at the bottom, again, with this practicality, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Maybe some of you have a heavy Virgo or Taurus earth signs in your charts. Energy is gaining momentum. Lovely, beautiful. We're going to go to the psychic reading. I did not shuffle these yet. Yeah, I really feel like a strong sense of connecting to your community, but more really than your community is family. Family, this devil card may not actually be a lover. It may be a family member here. I don't know. What's the universe have for these Gemini North Node energies? Wisdom from the universe. Meditation. Okay. Maybe some of you guys have just had a baby, or you're thinking about having a baby. Spirit said it's okay. Go ahead and do that. And if you already have one, Spirit said, hooray. Did not mean to make that rhyme. No, so seriously though, meditation, and for me, even we never meditate enough. I've been trying harder and harder to meditate more and more, because every time I do, I come out a lot more relaxed, a lot more understanding. Yeah, the Two of Swords. I wonder why the Two of Swords is here. Let's ask the Kipper deck why the Two of Swords is here so much. That's the card that's really got me, even me, kind of confused and maybe blinded a little here. So we're going to ask the Kipper deck. Oh. Quite a bit of yellow right here. Despair on the bottom of the deck. Thief. Toil and labor. Some of you guys are going through it. See, that's why I had a feeling I needed to pull from some here, because you've got the Nine of Wands here, which is on top of the Emperor and the Equestrian of Air. And you have the Nine of Swords above that. And see, up here there was a Seven of Swords that popped up on top of the Hierophant. So I think there's an energy vampire or vampires in some of your guys' energy, and it's causing you despair. And one of the things that I've learned is when you got an energy vampire around, you really need to cut back, take your power back, sit back, pay attention, give what's given type of thing. Because that will end up putting you right here in this Nine of Swords energy up all night long, because, you know, whatever it is. The Thief card's here, but I don't think that's actually stealing like physical property. I feel like it's someone who is stealing from your energy. And it's causing you to have all these expectations that aren't actually manifesting, and you don't understand why. And again, it is something with this courtship, and that's, you know, maybe it is has to do with the lover here that you're trying to give and take equally with, and you're not getting that reciprocity. Or maybe you need to give more and you're not giving as much as being, I don't know, but moving into this North Node, as difficult as it is, because it is pushing you out of your comfort zone. And it is not easy. In fact, it's the hardest thing there is. That's why it is your life path. That's why it is what you're supposed to be doing. Because you're so good at the other, the South Node. The teaching, the wisdom, sharing the wisdom. But now it's time to gain some wisdom, because, you know, you may be smarter than the other person, but the way I have always have been able to gain the knowledge that I've gained in my life anyways, is I always assume, which I know is a bad thing to do, that the person next to me is at least 10% smarter than I am. So there's always something that I will be able to gain from that person. And I'm an information vampire. I will suck the information right out of you. And I don't know, I believe that's a little bit of my Virgo and Venus, as well as my retrograde Scorpio and Saturn. So we got the Knight of Cups on the bottom. This guy's holding a bouquet of flowers. So maybe, because the Hierophant's also traditional, values, we all know. Maybe you need to approach this in a more traditional way, this relationship. And actually go and talk to people in your circle, people that you trust, that will give you unbiased guidance and truly listen to you, because that's what you're called to do in this lifetime. Is you don't know it all, so go find out, talk to people about what it is you should do here in this with whatever situation, because that is your calling for this lifetime. There's 2 more cards. And there's the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups again. See, that's what I thought. You are, there's somebody I believe that does want to give to you. And maybe they're holding back because you weren't coming at them in a traditional way. And that's what they wanted, and you didn't realize this, maybe. That's right, and the Chariot was on top of the Strength card, which was also on top of the Strength card. So it's time to move forward with that. Yeah, and then we have the Temperance card here. See, there's a lot of balance that you are coming into. Lots of 2s on this in this situation here. So really stepping into a place of balance. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So you got 3 aces out now. Wow, and then look. Now there's the 4 aces. Ace of Wands, which is actually on here twice now. A lot of Wands. 10 of Wands. King of Wands. 3 of Wands. Which, like I told you on the pre-shuffle, the 3 of Wands was here. You're waiting on your ships to come in, type of thing, type of energy. Looking ahead, trying to figure out the next move. Where is your manifestations? It's not what you asked for, type of thing. But sometimes, the things we manifest come in packages that we don't expect. And then the 6 of Cups again. I believe we already had the 6 of Cups out here. So really just reach out to people to gain a little bit more understanding or clarity in whatever situation that you're dealing with. Because this lifetime you're called to connect more with the community, with your family, and actually take into account their feelings and their what do I want to say? Because the Gemini North Node placement, we all know, is an air sign. It's all about communication. So the throat chakra, maybe your throat chakras need to be worked on and opened. And that might be what's holding you back. And it's also in the 3rd house, which is all about messages. And the Gemini traits, that's what the North Node is you are also have and need to move into more the Gemini traits, which is I think. Instead of just, how you did in the past life and even in your recent past, you just blurt it out. You don't think about or care about what the other person might think or feel about what you're about to say. And that's one of, and I won't even call it a downfall, but I do that. That is what I do. And we all need to learn a little bit more to not maybe do that and think about, what it is you're about to say. And I'm not saying hold back or lie or sugarcoat it at all. No. So I think we're gonna get, just for a little wisdom and a little guidance here from the universe. What it is that you should do next, like your next steps, where to head, what to stay away from, what kind of advice or wisdom the universe would have for us here, especially Archangel Michael. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. And on the bottom of the deck is karma releasing. Right, Saint Germain. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. None of us really have time, or we shouldn't have or make time for drama. And moving into the Gemini North Node, you are able or should be able to more adapt to staying in one place. And that'll also help you heal, to be able to focus more on yourself. Because that's important. That's one of the most important things, the relationship that you have with yourself. So listen to yourself even a little more. Connect with yourself a little bit more. Spirit says you'll be fine. There you are there. That's what all these synchronistic numbers all over here, that's telling me that you have a lot of angels around you all the time. Like, you guys are super protected. 4 aces out here, lots of 2s, 9s. That's what I have for you. Gemini North Nodes. Beautiful read. Good things to come, like every sign there is. You just need to reach out and figure it out. But in order to move into the next step, next phase of your life, and this is true basically for any of us, you need to be able to heal and forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive other people in order to heal and see the light in all. So with that, I just wanted to say thanks for all the new subscribers that are coming, and thank you for all the subscribers that are hanging out. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. If this resonated with you, or you know someone that it will. And I do appreciate all of your passion, dedication, and intuition. And this is a time with this Lion's portal just passed, with the full moon that just passed, or I'm sorry, is happening now. The energy of the portal is still around. The full moon energy is really around. And just work with it.